All right, well, hello everyone. My name is Kat. I'm the program specialist here in North Platte at Lakeview Cabin. Today we are going to be talking with Dusty about his horses and about horsemanship. So, without further ado, let's turn it over to Dusty and see what he has in store for us today. I'm trying to get the camera to turn around and it's not doing it for me. Give me 1 second. Why is the camera not turning around? Hi, Anne. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera. This should be fun.
Yeah. All right, well, welcome everybody to Dusty Trails. We're going to take you out today to go get the horses in. That's one of my favorite parts of every day is gathering the horses up, a little roundup, okay? So come with me. We're going to head out and get the horses in. We'll get them put away in their stalls like we do every day, grain them, and then we're going to get a horse out and saddle it and talk about a few other things like what we do at our riding academies and all the different classes that we have coming up this summer. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we get going. So come with me and we're going to head over to the Ranger and go get the horses in. Can you get that switch around yet?
I'm going to try.
It's going to be tough.
I know.
In the right direction.
I keep pushing the button.
It should be pretty simple, right?
You would think.
Let me see if my finger works differently.
Maybe. No, your finger doesn't work better than mine. Try again.
Maybe you're using the wrong finger.
I don't know what's happening. All right.
All right.
Well, we're just going to figure it out.
Keep it pointed right exactly where you want to all the time.
Here we go.
Come on, Austin. Oh, there you are. Not using the building.
All right.
All right, everybody, put your seatbelts on. Here we go. I have a video of me rounding up the horses with the semi. Have you seen that one yet?
No, I have not. That's interesting.
I'll have to share that one with you. Maybe you'll be able to post that one on Facebook. Brought the old Peterbilt out here to clean out the trailer, and then on my way back in, I brought the horses in with me.
That's funny. hoping I'm pointing in the right direction that people can see. Oh. Come on, Morgan!
Not super excited to get moving today, are they?
Yeah. Come on, guys. Horse is trying to be sneaky. So how many do you have in your herd right now?
I believe there's 27 or 8. Can't remember now. Seven.
27?
Just did a mental count real quick here. Alright, well, let's head on in and put the horses away. Austin, pushing them up this way.
All right, guys, I hope you were able to see that.
You drive the range around and put them away.
So, stay tuned. I'm going to try to flip the camera again. Let me see if... Sorry, I don't mean to be covering that. All right, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to end this one and start another one right away while Dusty and his son Austin put the horses away, and we will be right back, okay? Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back. All right, there we go. Now we are on the right track. So, let's get these ponies in. Come on. Come on. Come on, Caitlin. Come on. Caitlin. There's Ace. There's Waylon. I think this one is Willie. There's Rosa. This is Reba. And Trigger. Oh, and there's... I forget her name. Oh my goodness. Nope, come on. Come on. So sorry about that interruption there, but now we got you facing the right way. Wait. Oh, That's not yours. Hey, you don't belong in here. This is Charlie's place.
And then you can bring the wheelbarrow off, bring everybody on that side now.
Hi, Blue. You're really up in here, aren't you? All right. Go ahead, Newt. Okay. Charlie.
Is there?
Nope, not you, Blue. Go ahead, Charlie. All right. All right, let's come down here and let Blue in. He's following me. Somebody loves Blue. There's Joe and Jim.
And that's the last one right there.
Yep, that's one there, Ace.
We'll grab the wheelbarrow and grain everybody here on the outside.
Look at all the ponies waiting so patiently. That's Willie, right?
That is Willie.
And here is Caitlin again. Lakota. Kimber. Reba. And Rosa. So you do this every day, right? Just about every day?
Well, there's days in the winter time where we don't ride, that we don't do it. Summertime we do it every day, no matter what.
If you leave, you close the gate. Remember that, ladies. So there's Rebel. And that is Ace. Now he's feeding Waylon. Waylon is a very pretty horse. He's got great markings. And Joe. Big Jim. And a chicken.
She'll come over here and she'll eat all that grain that those horses are slobbering out there. She
Oh,
knows,
look. Yep.
She knows when the horses come in to get fed, it's time for her to come eat too. Jim, he's busy feeding the chicken.
Yeah, he is. Funny.
So everybody's been grained down the middle. You can leave that open, Jet.
Okay.
They've already got their grain, but it's kind of a pretty sound to walk down the middle here and listen to them eat. Let's
excited about their grain. Can you guys hear them crunching?
Bet if I get closer to Miss Latigo, you can hear it.
So while they're eating, we're going to go grab us a halter and a brush, and we're going to brush a horse, and then we'll get them out and saddle. We'll walk you through saddling. Also, while we're walking around here, we can talk about our summer academies that we offer and different things that we do, camps that we do. So we have numerous different beginner camps, intermediate camps, advanced camps. We have in the Panhandle and by Scotts Bluff and Wildcat Hills, we offer beginner and intermediate camps there. We also do beginner, intermediate, and advanced camps right here out of Lakeview Cabin. And we come right here to the stables and ride. We also do several camps at the east end of the state up by Nickerson, so north of Fremont, north of Lincoln and Omaha up in there. We do camps. We have beginner, intermediate camps up there that we do, several that we do every summer. At those camps, we would start out just like we did last week, where we introduced the horses, we talked about the tack and equipment, all that. And then the next thing we would do is we would assign a horse to each individual. And so then we'd have them get that horse out, and we'd walk you through how to groom that horse and saddle it. And we do all that within about the first 30 minutes when you get there. And then we saddle up and we go ride. And every day, the rest of the week that you're with us riding, we get our horses out within the first 20 minutes. We have them groomed and saddled, and we take off and we'll go ride. And we work on different things each time we go ride. So right now we'll go grab us a. Yes, you have a question?
Oh, I was just going to say, does each girl get their own horse that they work with?
Absolutely. We try to match up every girl with a horse that we think will fit their personality and work with them best. And you'll work with that same horse all week long. You'll get to know that horse and have a good working relationship with that horse.
I think Tom wants to be on camera.
Yeah.
He keeps reaching his nose out.
In his pen first, so he's already done eating, so he's trying to lick you now and trying to get up there and figure out what's going on. All right, well, let's go get us a halter and some brushes, and we'll grab a horse and brush them. We can do that while they're eating. We can finish getting our stuff out for them. So let's head over here and grab a brush.
All right.
This guy right over here showed up to work on the payloader. He was supposed to call before he came. Obviously, he didn't do that. I didn't know he was coming. So I'm going to go talk to him real quick, like.
Okay, I'll go grab a halter and a brush.
I'll meet you back over here with the horses.
All right, sounds good. So we're going to run over here. Well, we're going to walk over here because we never ever run in the corral. So as you can see right here, these are curry combs. So we use these when the horses are shedding or if they're really muddy. And then these are your regular brushes. So these are the ones that we use just to brush down the horses. So we're going to walk in here now. So that kitty that just went under there is Matt Dillon. And this is Miss Kitty. They are great mousers. And if you come out here to one of our camps, you will get to meet them. They're very sweet cats. Okay, so we've got our halter here. So, since Tom is done eating already, I'm thinking that we should probably go get him. So what I'm going to do is put my brushes back over here, and I'm going to go get him and tie him to the post right over there. So that way, when Dusty gets back, we can show you how to brush down a horse. So, when you come in to where the stalls are, you open up the gate, make sure that you close it behind you. unless there's more people coming. Okay, when you approach your horse, you're going to say, "Hi, Tom." So you're going to tap his butt and get him to move over for you. See how he moved over? I'm going to unlatch my chain like that, and then I separate the lead rope from the halter. I take the lead rope up over the horse's back, just like this, all the way up to right behind his ears. See, now I have control of this horse. And then what I do is I take this is the nose band, I slip it over his nose, and then I can fling the other side over, and now I'm not showing you anything except hair.
There we go.
So, here we go. Dusty's back.
All right, so we'll just adjust it so it fits clear up on him, get the hair straightened out. You can see we've trimmed a bridle path. That's what that's called, where we trim the hair right here between the forelock and the mane real short. Call that a bridle path. That's where your bridle and your halter will lay.
So I'm going to get really close so they can see how you tie this knot.
So I pulled this up, and this eyelet right here is, we're going to take the end of this and go around that eyelet. So we're going to go all the way around that eyelet, and we do it so we come to the back, so that this lays, makes a nice clean knot like this with the tail of this hanging to the back. If you would do it the other way, this tail would be hanging to the front, and it could be flopping them and hitting them in the eye. But if you tie it just like this, now they would pull back or something that gets pulled real tight, you can usually get them untied and loosened up just by pushing that eyelet back like that, and you get yourself enough slack to untie it. Okay, this would be opposed to tying it just right over the top, which I see people do this all the time. It works, but you can see the difference in that. One, it doesn't look very neat. Two, if that gets pulled really tight, it's really hard to get any slack in that and get that untied. So the knot you want to tie on a rope halter is you go around that eyelet to the back, just like this, and everything lays flat. It makes a nice sharp looking tie with the tail lays right here along the horse's neck. And anyway, that's how you're supposed to do a rope halter. Okay. All right, so now we're going to back this horse out, and we're in narrow stalls, so we don't want to just turn and try to lead that horse and turn around in here, because that would be too tight. So I'm going to back him up and keep him right in line as I back him all the way out. Then we turn around here, hook the chain, and now when I lead that horse, I keep that horse right out here beside me like this. I keep my arm extended, keep him out here beside me. I'll bring him up here to the gate. When we get to the gate, I slow him down so that he goes through, I go through the gate first, and then he comes second. Narrow, tight spaces like that, you don't want to get caught trying to go through the gate at the same time the horse does. They're a lot bigger and heavier than you are, so you might get squished. Same reason we don't try to turn them around in them stalls, is you can get squished. So that's why we keep them straight in line and we back them out. You do the same thing in a horse trailer. When we load them and unload them out of the horse trailer, you want to back them straight out of the trailer and not have them turning around with you. The narrow trailers, they get to pushing and they can squish you. And they can also slip and fall, and you can get yourself in a bad position there. So we keep them straight. We're going to take him over here to the fence. I'll tie him up, and we'll work on brushing him sideways.
Easy boy. So let's watch how Dusty ties up a horse.
All right.
The proper way to do it.
So we flopped it over the top, and we want to tie him at the highest point we can. Typically you want to try to tie it about the height of the withers. Right here's the withers. But since our fence is not that tall, we're going to go to the highest point right over the top of it. And then I'm going to reach around this rope and grab the tail of the rope. And I turn this sideways. It makes this little plus sign. And then I'm going to take and twist a loop here. And with the tail of it, I'm going to push a loop through that. And then we pull this tight, making this slip knot that will slide tight on the fence. Notice how that'll slide right tight on the fence. And then when it comes time to untie that horse, you just give this a pull like that, and it's untied, okay? And several reasons that you like to do that. One is convenience, it's quick to untie. Two, you don't want to have your your fingers in here and trying to untie a knot or something like that, and then that horse might pull back or throw its head like you just did, and you can get hurt that way. But anytime you tie up an animal, it's good to have a slip knot. They may do something where they are pawing and they get a leg over it, they hook it on a post or something where they panic and they pull back, or they lay down or something and they're laying there hanging from that deal. And you need to be able to just give that rope a good jerk and have it untie and come out without being able to get slack in it, because sometimes you can't get slack in that rope to untie a knot. So for safety reasons, it's good to have a slip knot where you can just give that a quick jerk and untie it and be able to let that horse loose. Okay, so we're going to grab a brush here, and as we did last week, that horse is shedding and losing lots of its winter coat, so we're going to use one of these curry combs, what we call this, and a soft brush, and we use this in combination. When I come up to him, I just talk to him and tell him to get over a little bit, as he's worried about turning around and looking at the rest of the horses because they're still over there eating grain. We're going to brush this horse down and back just like this. And we've got a lot of hair and loose dirt and everything on him where he's been out there laying and rolling. And they do a lot of laying down and rolling on the ground right now because that's how they scratch their back. They can't reach back and just scratch like this. So they lay on the ground and they roll. And they do it. They're very itchy right now because of all that loose hair that's coming off. So they lay down and roll a lot, so they get really dirty. And I want to quit talking while I'm brushing because, you know, the hair is blowing right in my mouth. Right?
We eat more horsehair in the spring than any other time, right?
That's right. I suppose it's good for us somehow, right? So besides cleaning the horse up so he looks good and he feels a little bit better, we're actually preparing that horse to be saddled. So we want to clean this back area where the saddle sits and the girth. This right here is the girth of the horse where the cinch goes. So the hair runs down this way and underneath it runs back. So I always try to brush with the hair. And make sure this is all good and clean. Clean him up a little bit here. We can go through that mane a little bit, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it because I'd like to throw a saddle on this horse before we run out of time today.
We actually are already running out of time.
Oh my goodness!
I know. So
that little roundup takes time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We usually do that in an hour before everybody shows up, and that's one of those behind the scene things that people don't typically see, because that's kind of work's always done before people show up.
Right.
And as you know, Kat, we try to do that an hour and a half before any event starts, no matter what it is, how big or little it is. It could be one person coming out to ride, or people to come out and see a video or see the petting zoo, or we have a whole academy with a bunch of people riding. We have to get the horses in about an hour ahead of time and put them in their stalls and get them trained. That way when we're ready to start and take off doing something, we can do it. So you guys got to see a little behind the scenes action there today. So we get the horse all cleaned up just like that. Where are we at on time?
Well, let's see. It is 10:29.
All right, so we are out of time. Well, I'm going to show you picking up a horse's foot real quick. And another time we'll get a hoof pick out and trimmers and the rasp, and we'll clean up a horse's hoof. But I'm going to pick up his foot. I'm going to run my hand down his leg just like this. I start up high. I come all the way down the cannon bone here, and I start squeezing in right here. And if he wants to lift when I do that, great. If he doesn't, I'm going to grab the hair right here, and I'll lift. At the same time, I was pushing back with my elbow right into his knee, made him buckle his knee, and then I pick it up just like this. Big thing is I want to keep this hoof this leg right in line with the horse. His knee bends like this, but it doesn't bend to the side. When you pull it out to the side like that, it makes it uncomfortable. We might try to pull it out to the side where it's more comfortable for us, but then it makes it uncomfortable for him, and that's when he'll start resisting and fighting. So we keep it right in line with him like that. And right here is where we get a hoof pick out. We would start cleaning up the hoof and all that. And to hold that hoof while I'm working on it, I can put it in here like this. But it's important I stay clear up underneath the horse here to where he's comfortable. Super uncomfortable for me, but it's a comfortable position for the horse. Okay. And
Plus, it frees up both your hands to work on the hoof.
exactly, just like we seen there, I had both hands to work with used tools. So when we're done with that hoof, though, we want to set it down. You don't want to just turn away and drop it, because then that he's relaxing, he's letting his foot rest and all the weight hang on you, and then you drop it and it just hits the ground, and that's uncomfortable. So he'd be reluctant to pick up his foot for you again next time. So set it down carefully. But Mr. Tom, he was a good guy for us today.
He was a real good guy for us today. Do you think you could show us how to trim a horse next week?
Absolutely, love to.
I think that'll be fun. Yeah. Haley and Sydney Fugwe both say hi.
All right, ladies. We're going to State Fair again this year.
Awesome.
So I hope to see you ladies there. That was a lot of fun this last year.
And at camps. You both better be at camps.
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you so much. I'm going to sign off here, let Kat do her deal with you, and I hope to see everybody again next week.
All right. Thank you so much, Dusty.
Thank you, Kat.
So we have an amazing horseback riding program, and it's just so much fun. So don't forget to sign up for horse camps this summer. Flat Juliet has been busy while we were learning about the horses and rounding them up, and she has let me know that her favorite horse breed is a Friesian. She wants to know what your favorite horse breed is. So let us know by posting on Facebook with the hashtags Girl Scouts at Home and GSSN. Tune in this afternoon at 2 p.m. where we will be learning about ag science with the South Platte Natural Resources District. Thursday morning at 10 a.m. you can practice yoga with Nicole. We hope you enjoyed the program today and know that Girl Scouts is here for you, for whatever you may need. Reach out to your fellow Girl Scouts, talk to a troop leader, and know that we are always going to be here for you. Be safe, wash your hands, and we will see you this afternoon. Have a great day. Bye.